And we are live. Hopefully. It's my first test run on StreamYards. I mean, I've done StreamYards before on other people's channels, but I've never done it on my own. So curious to see how this goes. What's going on, Joey? Welcome, Dearman. It's good to see you. And Jaffa. Jaffa was waiting. It's because we got a fun break we got to crack into tonight. And I went ahead and did this StreamYards because I was kind of excited about the prospect of bringing somebody on the panel tonight. Ooh, that'd be kind of fun. What's up, JDLS? How you doing, man? I see a lot of people doing it. I've never done it on my channel before. And I don't know, not super pumped. However, I do like the idea. So we'll just see how it goes. I am pumped, in fairness. It's just, I've always been wary about doing it. Gotta mute this phone. I couldn't get my phone to work on this StreamYard so that I could have two cameras, which kind of stinks because I wanted a second camera to be able to show the cards really well. But I'm just going to have to flip this webcam around and do it that way. Bright? Yeah, maybe it is bright. I don't know. I think I have the lights on in this room, and usually I keep them off because there's like enough natural light in here. There's a window right there, and so the window just like puts a ton of natural light in there. So that is usually what I do. I broadcast without having the overhead lights on, and that's probably what's going on. But we got a lot of fun stuff that we got to get into today, so I'm chomping at the bit. I'll flip this around so you can see what we're looking at. Oh, no. Let's make sure it's set up correctly. So this is going to be, I'm going to continue the opening of this Bowman if you guys have been watching what I've been doing. I've tried to open one section of this Bowman every time I've gone live. I think I've only opened one section so far, but I wanted to open a second section today and see if we could get anything nice out of it. I did finish a PSA submission and sent it in today, which I was kind of excited about. A PSA submission is something I had been working on for a while, and I had to get 50 cards, and I finally got 50 cards so I could send it in for the bulk pricing. And so now this will all go into submission number 2. I was actually going to wait and open what I got tonight, but I wanted to get that box finished and mailed, so done. All right, so here is the link for, oh, nope, that's going to be a StreamYard's link. Here's the link for Mega Baseball Mixer number 6. It's $16 per team, and then there's, it wouldn't allow me enough characters to put this in the ticker there on the bottom, but it's $4 shipping, and that doesn't matter how many you buy. You could buy 6 spots and it would still only be $4 shipping. So $4 includes every team. I'm doing well, Camden. Thank you. It's good to see you, my friend. Also, Malone in the house. What's up, man? And Dwells. Yo, second on that like. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Dwells. Much appreciated. El Kamam is in the house. Yes, I did have El Kapup on Facebook. I've been doing some viral marketing on Facebook. Viral marketing. I don't know how viral is, but yeah, let me check. I think we have, let me do a spot check on this and see where we are. Oh, come on. What's going on here? John's. All right. If you guys haven't, you need to take a second and go see John's. Well, here, John, I'm going to make you a moderator, and I want you to just post the link to your video. So John won a printing proof sheet in one of my breaks. Either that or he bought in a individual personal box of Ty Cobb. I think that might have been what it is. Either way, he was able to pull the case hit out of it, and that was awesome. Watch the corners. Good to see you, man. Truth be told, I'm doing very good, my friend. Yeah, it has been a little while. I've only been on once this week. It's been kind of a busy week, so that was unfortunate. But it's the weekend, baby. I love the weekend. So, and Paige is in the house. Good to see you, Paige. Welcome. Paige taking time out of her busy schedule. Paige has got some big life events that have come up recently, and I'll let her tell you if she wants to. But congratulations, Paige. I don't remember what I was going to do. I was going to post something for you guys. Oh, spot check. That's what it was. 19 left, huh? All right. Oh, wait. That's what Dearman said. Well, check. I always love when Truth comes in. He's one of the most quality individuals. And he has now been wrenched because he's definitely the best moderator on YouTube. Hands down. If Truth created content, he'd have like hundreds of people watching, probably. Need to create some content, my friend. Malone, Money Mindset, doing a Christmas giveaway. Nice. I missed out on that. No, I appreciate you, my friend. There we go. Paige is buying a new house. She's taking a break right now. She's cleaned her whole house. Yeah, we still have 19 spots left in the Mega Baseball Mixer. We do, however, have the Mega Football Mixer as well that will be ready to break tonight. The Mega Football Mixer is a divisional mixer. I put this incorrectly. I put $36 a team. That's not right. I need to correct that before you guys get mad. Don't get mad. It's $38 a division for the football mixer. This football mixer is pretty legit skis. So, of course, Johns, man, thanks for supporting the channel. I love it. You'll be open till next Friday. Oh, it'll be open till next Friday. Nice. Let's see. You had we're talking to Ricky Clark. Sorry. And Ricky, welcome, by the way. I did get some mail, so I want to show you. Funkin sent me this. I believe it was a break, but there was some additional stuff in here. I had a couple of packs that I was not expecting to get. So there's this Topps Football Series 2 from 1992 pack. That's pretty cool. And a 2012 Bowman NFL trading cards, 3 cards in every pack. 3 rookie cards in every pack, 8 cards in a pack. That's kind of cool. I haven't opened one of those. By the way, I went and bought those sorting trays that Urban was telling us all about. And those things are legit, man. I am almost done sorting everything, like my entire PC, everything else. Like, I just got into it the other day, and that sorting tray helped. Got everything kind of stored chronologically, so I know, like, if it's a top set or a upper deck set, or Tops or Donruss or Leaf or Fleer or Pinnacle or any of those things from that time. And then the bigger sets obviously have their own boxes, but everything kind of goes together. So I know by year and set. So I have them all organized by, or not set, by brand, which is Legitski. Will's Card Breaks, welcome, man. It's good to see you. Yeah, if you guys are interested in this break, go ahead and grab a spot tonight. That would be awesome. I'd appreciate it a lot. We're trying to get this break. We've been trying to do this break for about 2 weeks now, maybe 3 weeks. So it's been a little while since we've actually done a Mega Baseball Mixer. I'd really like to break this sucker. So it's $16 a spot, and this is a draft break, okay? So you have a much better chance of getting either your team or a team that has a pretty decent return. So draft break gives you a better chance than a random team break. So anyways, there's some good odds in this one. We've got some good autos. How many autos are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. There's 10 guaranteed autos plus a Ty Cobb relic card. So for 16 bucks, that's pretty legit. Past is alive. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Yeah, I always like when you show up, man. It's always I feel a little starstruck whenever you show up to my channel. Love having you here. Yeah, Wills, I can't wait for it either. It's going to be a fun break. If you guys haven't checked it out, Paige just dropped the link for you. So it's Mega Baseball Mixer number 6. I also have Mega Football Mixer number 1 on there. 2 spots out of that have sold. That's going to be a random division break. 2 spots out of that have sold, so there are 6 spots left. All right, let's get into this. So I know this was a break that I got into at one point, and it took us a while to open it, but I'm not sure that this is all just break stuff. So let's go through and see what we got here. Caleb Wilson, touchdown Kings. I realize that this camera is not as good as when I have my phone out. Oh, Jamal Charles. That's a cool one. He's I wish it would autofocus better than it does. There we go. That's a little better. Jamal Charles, Bradley Chubb. Ooh, I like that one. Emmanuel Sanders. I must have got the Broncos in this break. Joe Flacco. If it doesn't sell tonight, I might want a refund. Not a problem, man. Don't worry about that. If it takes a long time. If you sit on these, we have to wait until they fill to break. So yeah, don't worry about it, man. Thanks, John. Truth. Same to you, buddy. Jason, good to see you, man. Welcome. Marvin Jones. Amir Abdullah. Yeah, I always forget. What is Isaac in here, by the way? Yeah, Papa Tigre. That's how it is now. Papa Tigre. If you don't know, Isaac changed his name to Papa Tigre. So don't get it twisted. Kenny Galladay. That's a legit card. He's playing lights out this year. Carlos Hyde. I wish that was a Nick Chubb. Looking for a Nick Chubb. That would be nice. Miles Barrett. Jarvis Landry. Jamie Collins. All right, that's okay. Terrell Suggs. Must have got Baltimore too. Ed Reed. Henderson. Tucker. Crabtree. Another Ed Reed. Edwards. Miles Boykin. Another Edwards, and then a Mark Ingram the second. So I pulled a Mark Ingram the second autoed the other day, numbered to 15. Pretty excited about that. I think it's right here. Let me show it to you real quick. It doesn't bode well for you guys wondering if this whole channel is staged, huh? I just happen to have this guy right here. Pulled this Mark Ingram the second, numbered. I think I pulled this live though, actually. So numbered to 15. Pretty good one. I was excited about that. Although its resale value isn't very high right now. I think it's only, I don't know, 10, 15 bucks maybe. So it's not terrible. Yeah, we'll get into the break once it's filled up. We'll fill it up. Yeah, it just takes time, Dearman. I mean, if you get into a break, just know that it's going to take some time to fill. All right, so these are the good ones. LeGarrette Blount. We have a Barry Sanders here. Nice little Odell Beckham Jr. Nice. Baker Mayfield. I like that card. Ooh, little Chad Kelly. Played a couple good games for us before he was usurped by Drew Lock, who has come in to take his throne as the new king of Denver, which is going to be crazy, but I'm actually excited about it. I love Drew Lock so far, and I pulled a ton of his rookie auto patches, which would be sweet. Here's a Ray Lewis from playoff. Ooh, a John Elway. Very nice. I always love me some John Elway. Dude is legitski. And Drew Lock. Very cool. Another Drew Lock. This is going to be his rookie wave card, not numbered, but still, I'll take a Drew Lock any day of the week. His value is just skyrocketing right now. So if you're into football, hold on to Drew Lock cards. Drew Lock, his stock is going up and fast. And I just happen to be a Broncos fan, so that's exciting for me. Jaffa bought in like way earlier. I'm just going to refund you. I'm just going to refund you, dude. Sorry, I'm not dealing with that anymore. Happy Friday, Urban. Good to see you, my friend. I'm not going to refund everyone. I'm just refunding Dearman, so don't worry, Jaffa. We're still going to break. All right, so here's the other section of Bowman cards that we're going to open. This is the bottom left corner of that Bowman hobby box. Let's get into it. Yeah, sorry guys, I had to do that, but I wasn't that was why I had issues before, is that it's just question after question. And if you don't know how this works by now, sorry. Not going to sit here and try to justify or explain it to you. So, Christian Pash. Let's see, Luis Robert. Luis or Luis? Number 47. That's going to be an insert card. Put my inserts up there. I do like the paper Bowman. They're pretty nice cards. And a Matt Mercer, that's going to be a chrome card. Colton Welker, first Rocky out of that pack. So I'll put him up there. Hopefully we can get something else that's nice. I'd like to get an auto. We still haven't pulled an auto out of here. You get one autograph per box, so I'm excited to see what that one is. Had a busy day today. Urban Filk. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'd like some nice rookies too. That'd be nice. I'm okay with a Pash. I'll take that. Francisco Arcia. There's a nice rookie. Josh James, another one. Goldschmidt. Got Jan Moncada. Orelvis Martinez for the Blue Jays. Here's another insert card. Ready for the show. Mitch Keller from Pittsburgh Pirates. It's a nice one. O.J. Peters. Here we've got Brock Burke, his first Bowman, Texas Rangers. I always like the first Bowman. The reflection is pretty good. You can almost see like my whole camera, maybe my face, everything. Another Mitch Keller and Darian Cruz. Yeah, that show with Savannah was nice, Urban. I always like when you guys bring your families in. I try to do that with my family as often as possible. My nieces and nephews are around. If they're not, Gunner will work. He's a good fill-in for sure. Jose Altuve, Luis Urias. Very nice. I like that rookie a lot. I'm going to pull that rookie out. I like Urias. Christian Stewart. Nice. Kristen Stewart is a pretty decent rookie. That's a decent little insert. So I'm going to put that up in my inserts and make sure I sleeve that here in a minute. Freudis Nova. Haven't heard that name before. Jesus Sanchez. If you guys don't know, I don't know a ton about these. I think we're all obviously all learning, but this is the first box of this that I've opened. So I'm a little behind everybody else. I'm still learning a lot of these guys' names, trying to figure out who are these people. I go by the name El Canon, fan number 2, G now. Yeah, man. I think there's 4 different accounts for sure that he's used. So, but just not putting up with that. Come on, what's going on here? Hook a brother up. There we go. Brad Keller, rookie card. Nicholas Castellanos. Jacob DeGrom. Can't upload tonight, huh? Starling Marte. John Duplantier. Here's a numbered card. Oh, and it's going to be Ryan Baruki. That's going to be our autograph. Ryan Baruki on card, number 2, 499. So it's going to be the refractor, I think, if that's what they call it. Yeah, refractor. Ryan Baruki, not the rookie I was looking for. Not terribly upset with it because it is numbered, so at least it's going to be it's going to have some value to it. Numbered cards, they always sell. Always. Doesn't matter what the numbering's to, really. They're always going to sell them. I don't know if it's like the colors on that refractor or what that don't let it zoom in, but there's a Ryan Baruki autograph. So we'll put him over here. That's pretty cool. Nice little Blue Jay. That might be coming somebody's way. Joey Wentz. Gonna be a chrome card. Peter Alonso. I love how Bowman does this. They put Peter Alonso instead of Pete, which is awesome. Peter Alonso. Yeah, I'll take that auto any day of the week. Still got quite a few spots left in the Mega Baseball Mixer, but the Mega Football Mixer only has 6 spots left. So if you guys want a random division in there, it's a little bit pricier, but it's going to be, a whole division of teams. So Tuki Toussaint, rookie. I like that. Ornelas. Terso Ornelas. I don't know that name. Another insert. This one's going to be for the Diamondbacks. Jean Duplantier. I just imagine that's how you say it, but he doesn't look like somebody that would have the name Duplantier. That seems like it would be like a French name or something. And he plays for Arizona. Definitely doesn't look like he's from France. Jonathan India. Could be. Cole Wynn. Chrome card. Ryan Weathers. And Jonathan Hernandez. All right, last pack for tonight of the Bowman 2019. I should have gotten the other one, the Bowman Draft. It's so expensive. My goodness, Bowman Draft is ridiculous. And I overpaid for this. I shouldn't have paid as much as I did. So that's why I'm opening it instead of putting it into a break. Dowell Lugo. Jake Bowers. I'll take that rookie. Corbin Burns. Here we've got 3. Jonathan Hernandez, Leody Taveras, and Andy Ibanez. Texas Rangers. Talent Pipeline. I always think those are kind of cool cards. Graterol? Brasudar? I don't know that name. Ryan Mountcastle. That's a pretty good name. Not as good as Death Rage. I love Death Rage, but Mountcastle's pretty good. Heliot Ramos. Sanchez, and another Mountcastle. Very cool. All right, so we got a Ryan Baruki auto. That was going to be the auto of the night. Ryan Baruki, number to 499. Refractor card. And then I've got to go work on sleeving all these suckers here momentarily. I'll do that after the break or after tonight's whatever we get into. If we end up breaking tonight, that'd be awesome, but who knows? All right, I need to go do a refund real quick. I'm going to make sure I do that right now so that I don't have issues. Patreon Pirate, good to see you, man. I always like when you show up. ABCs in the house. Yeah, Patreon, I saw you were earlier, or you were on earlier, and I went to check it out, and it didn't end up. You weren't on. I don't know why I got a notification. It said you were on, but you were not. All right. You guys going to meet up? Wow, Alex and Urban are going to meet up. That's awesome. I've always wanted to meet somebody out here. In fact, I was going to meet Kevin while we were out. When I was out in Vegas, and we were going to go to a card show, but we never ended up getting together. So that was unfortunate. But I plan on going to the National this year. So that's kind of my hope. If I can get to the National, meet a bunch of you guys while we're out there, that would be awesome. So hopefully that can happen at some point. at some point. Obviously, it's going to be during the National, but I just posted my 24-hour live stream preview video. You're doing 24 hours live, dude? That's crazy. Why are you doing so much? That's a lot of live. Yeah, are you going to be there, John? That'd be awesome. Yeah, I decided I was going to go probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, actually. Maybe a month or two after I just got into this. As soon as I started streaming again, I was like, man, I've got to do this national thing because, I want to learn more about cards, and it would be a great way to meet everybody from YouTube. So that's kind of the plan, anyways. Hopefully, I'll be able to run into a lot of you guys. I'm gonna have to start doing more Pokemon videos, I think. And the reason why is because I have been, when I was going through and doing all of this organizing that I was doing recently, just organized with that sorting tray. Now, I know Jabs swears by his method and it's like, hey, man, you got to sort like me. You'll never need a sorting tray again. I'm sure, John, you know this method. I don't know what it is, but he's never showed it before. So how am I supposed to, follow or repeat it? Anyway, so that sorting tray helped a lot. So I got everything sorted as much as possible. And it was awesome familiarizing myself with all these sets that I hadn't seen before or really known much about, and finding out how much I had of certain sets and how much I didn't have of others. And I'm going to have to start selling some of this stuff because I can't hold on to this entire collection. I'm going to have to sell some of it on eBay and chunks, give big chunks of it away. But I realized how much I still have yet to learn. And so that's, it's going to be a process here, I think, for a while, because there's a lot of gaps, and you see your gaps when you do all of your sorting. And so I can see the gaps in my knowledge and my collecting. Very, very few cards from like 2005, 2006. That area, just, I don't have much. I'm not sure either. He told us that he had the best method of all time, but he never showed us. And I was like, come on, dude, let me know what it is, because I'm about to buy these sorting trays. I just ended up buying them. I was like, sick of doing this on my own, especially when I have stacks of cards like out across my entire table here and another table there, and they're all kind of like piled up there. Bump into the table or something and all stack falls over. I mean, that's not good for the cards at all. So it's just like, I got to get these things sorted and logged as quick as possible. So I have them logged by, like I said, brand, if it's Topps or Pinnacle or, whoever it was from back then. So I have just boxes and boxes of that kind of stuff. And I'm almost completely done with all my sorting, which is awesome. So now I'm not sure what to do with myself. What do you do after you're done sorting? I mean, that's kind of the whole game, is just sorting. Yeah, I'm intrigued by this too. Yeah, especially because he bragged about it. Like, I've got the best sorting method. I was like, all right, I wonder what this is. Is Austin in here? Hey, Austin, I missed you. Only people I don't like are in the newsroom, John. They're all self-righteous. I think they're the smartest people ever. But sports people are cool and who I work for. Except for, how about sports news people? ESPN is insufferable, my friend. I have to watch it because you got to get your news somewhere. But the 24-hour news cycle in sports is just, I can only listen to Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp argue so much. Or what's his face? The other dude that he used to be on with Skip. Stephen A. Smith. Oh, you guys, those guys can just grate on my nerves. And that happens all too often when you're sitting there in that 24-hour sports cycle. They just have to come up with stuff to talk about. It's kind of like John Madden. After a while of calling games, he was just calling, stuff that anybody could call. He wasn't doing any favors to calling a game, but he'd be like, hey, the best way to gain passing yards is through the air. All right. A good way to gain yards on the ground is with a good run game. Nice. Good analysis there. Appreciate that. I can't stand. Look, I don't hate Stephen A. Smith. I actually think he is kind of a smart guy, and he has some decent takes. It's just he's just paid to be confrontational. They all are. They're paid to be confrontational about stuff they don't even really care about. They're just making stuff up to be angry about at each other in sports. And the majority of us all agree on what's happening in most sports, most situations. If we're analytical and objective about it, numbers don't lie. That's that's where. Hey, hi, bud. You just weasel your way up into my lap, huh? You're too big for that. Come here. Come here. Oh, bud. Oh, bud. He thinks I'm going to play with him, which is just not going to happen. Want to see the lowest form of sports reporting? Watch ESPN. Try to cover MMA. Brutal. Or ESPN. Try to cover MMA. Yeah, man. The only person I trust to cover MMA is Joe Rogan. I don't know why. It's because he's the only person I know, probably, in that circle. There's your tool, bud. Go play. Yeah, the dog. I always love when he shows up. I actually got my logo put up finally. So on my YouTube channel, I have the logo. Thank you so much. Shout out to Isaac. If you guys don't know Isaac, check his channel out. And this is a different Isaac. I know there's two Isaacs, but this one's Isaac. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm just going to say Z. Zelenowski, something like that. Anyways, he did the graphic design for my logo, which is Gunner with a baseball in his mouth and a big old beard. And a Rockies hat, my Rockies hat, of course. Which this is my favorite Rockies hat. If you guys can find one like this, again, I'm trying to find one because I had a dog visit and chewed the back of it like crazy. But I don't want to stop wearing it because I love it. It's my first spring training for the Rockies that I went to, and I had to show it off. Love it. With my job, sports people tell me what to do. I do in real, and they leave me alone. I do it right, and they leave me alone. We talk sports sometimes, and that's it. No politics, no arguments, no nothing. Yeah, eventually those conversations come up the more comfortable and familiar you get in any kind of work setting. Probably not, unfortunately. It probably is a fortunate thing. It's a good thing to be talking about a lot of these things that people are like, hush, hush. They're beneficial. Gorilla Family, dude, I see you subscribe to me like every week, maybe multiple times a week. It's like you get unsubscribed every single week. It's crazy. I love Joe Rogan, man. I think the guy is just measured. And I think that's probably the best thing that you can do in a position like his. What I mean by that is that he doesn't attack people too hard, and he doesn't let people off the hook either. So he has a really nice middle ground of how he approaches people on their content or the subject matter that they're talking about and challenges them appropriately. Probably the most polite individual out there. He's entertaining. He has very balanced views on politics, so he's not, hyper partisan in any one direction. And I respect those kinds of people a lot. People that are willing to listen to debate and even have a malleable mindset, something that can be changed. It's rare. That's a rare quality to find. Let's see some fire tonight. 16 spots for the baseball. Wow, we're down to 16 spots. That's legit. Let me check. All right. Ba-na-na-na-na. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's my phone. I told you every time I look. I know, dude, it is weird. I'm like, whoa, he's back in. That's crazy. Oh, $16 a spot. I see what you're saying. Yeah, we still got, I think 20 spots left even because we had to give a spot back. So, yeah, we still have time on this one. Probably won't break tonight. Also, the Mega Football Mixer, that one only has 6 spots. So if you want into that one, you get a whole division in the Mega Football Mixer. The Baseball Mixer and the football should bring all the product out. My goodness. Okay, so between these two mixers, I'll just flip this around and give you a little look-ski at what you're going to get. I'll just have them both stacked up together, but so here we go. We're going to have 3 packs up here for the football mixer. So this is going to be Score. Actually, I should probably just set this down so I don't have to shake the entire time. I have a fat pack of Score, a pack of Illusions. These are all out of hobby boxes that hadn't had the hits pulled yet either. So they were fresh hobby boxes. Phoenix 2019. Those are just some packs that I wanted to throw in for funsies. We have a mega box 2019 Donruss football. Another mega box of Unparalleled football. And then the premier box for this break is going to be the 2019 certified hobby box. That's 2 autographs and 2 memorabilia cards per. So that's going to be Mega Baseball or Mega Football Mixer number 1. Mega Baseball Mixer, I've thrown some extras in. So this is a freebie. It's just a blaster box of Topps 2019 update. But I also throw this freebie in for a couple of autographs. So that's going to be a 2019 gallery, 2 autographs. And the original mixer included these 4, which is going to be a Topps Jumbo, Topps Chrome Jumbo. That's 5 autographs. We're going to have a Topps Gold Label hobby box. That's 1 autograph, gold bordered card. A Ty Cobb relic card, which is awesome. If you guys haven't seen, John posted his video earlier. Here's the optic. That'll be the last box in there. 2 autographs. Hopefully this is a hot box, but can't guarantee that, obviously, and I don't even want to try. But if you haven't seen John's poll earlier, posted the video in the chat, and so John got the case hit out of one of the Ty Cobb boxes he bought, and that case hit came in the mail, and so it's an entire proof sheet, which is pretty legit-ski. I was excited about that. You guys talking about the new Star Wars movie? Did I see that? Yeah, mediating any of the debates would be awesome past his live. Because he just, I just think he's so measured. I honestly think people are kind of not giving him the credit he deserves, especially in political spheres. I mean, he had Tulsi Gabbard on, and I think Bernie Sanders as well. I mean, he's got a huge following. I think on YouTube, he's got the largest show, I believe, of live followers. That's Joe Rogan, if you don't know who I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm trying to go back and catch up with the chat here after that little rendezvous I took. There, John, he just posted that video again. Here is a link to that Mega Baseball Mixer number 6. $16 a spot, $4 shipping. Doesn't matter how many teams you get. That's going to be a draft break. So it's not a normal random team break. It's going to be a draft break. And so you'll be able to get a draft number, and potentially get the team you want, or at least a team that you can sell for some money. Yeah, it's 10 autos plus that relic card of Ty Cobb. So there's quite a bit in there. And it could be a hot box. There could be more autos than that. But yeah, that's pretty good. Tina, welcome. It's good to see you. Yeah, the personalized cards. Now that I got my logo finally up and finished, I'm going to get the Topps personalized cards. I'll probably do that this weekend, actually. Send in my order to Topps. Get the glare off the screen there. Sorry. There's some good cards in these Phoenix packs, by the way. I opened a few of these, and I was pretty surprised. Kind of like this box. It's really thin, though. It's interesting because I went through and kind of checked like thicker card packs. And you know how Panini does. They put like a dummy thick card in it. And I was psyched out on 2 of them. Psyched out on 2. Oh, there's a good man, I always get this. It's impossible to do with your there we go. Yeah, I always gotta have that picture in the background. If you don't know him, you gotta know him. Tina. Yeah, keep creating content, Tina. I'm not sure if I've seen any of your content before, but I'll come and check it out. I'll get that notification bell on there. Hi, Gunner. Is it just irritating to you that you're not getting enough love? He crawls up like in between me and the computer and tries to like come up here. You're a weasel dog. You're 50 pounds too heavy for that. Yeah, so the Mega Football Mixer, this will be the first football mixer that we have done, so I'm kind of excited about that. I was going through after my PSA submission that I finished today to send in, which I was excited about, and got my submission. I'm doing another one this week. This is going to be the second one that I send in this week. But I'm sending that Keston Hiura in. So if you guys don't remember, I pulled this Keston Hiura from Topps Chrome, one of those mega boxes at Walmart. It's like a $40 box, and this was a green Keston Hiura on card auto. Pretty stoked about that. How are you going to pull that out of just a box at Walmart? I've had great luck. I was on a hot streak that month. You guys obviously remember I was on fire. It was ridiculous. I pulled in one of my breaks that we did. I think this is Mega Baseball number 4 or 5, but I got the JJ Bleday autograph from Prison. I didn't know anything about this kid at all. It's numbered to 30. I went and did some research, and I was like, oh, wow, this card's actually going to sell for a little bit. I have a Matt Williams. So does somebody want to come on the panel, by the way, this evening? That's why I did StreamYards. I'd like to have somebody up if somebody wants to come. Be kind of fun. Matt Williams autograph. This is going to be one that I send in for grading. It's probably not worth the grading fee, but since this is my first Matt Williams autograph that I've gotten from getting back into collecting, I'm going to send it in to get graded. My PC collection, so I don't care so much. And then I'm sending this guy in. This is going to be my Reshiram and Charizard. So this card in a PSA 10 sells for a good $300-400. So intriguing, Stash says. Yeah, I'd love to have you up, Stash. Man, it'd be awesome if you'd like to come. Bleday, 3rd overall pick. Yeah, I didn't know hardly anything about him. I think, Austin, you were the one who kind of informed me a little bit, and then I started doing some more research after that. I was kind of excited. So, yeah, pulled me a nice little Bleday, numbered to 30. So I'll get that graded. But back to my previous point, the whole reason I went down this rabbit hole is I was doing the sorting of cards and collecting or doing all my baseball sorting and trying to get this PSA submission up to 50 cards. And my goodness, the amount of baseball cards you have to go through to find something that's worth sending into PSA is ridiculous. The value on what you pull based on, your pull rates, essentially, if you get a hobby box and you get one autograph out of that hobby box, the odds are that autograph isn't going to be worth sending into grade. So you're going to have to open several hobby boxes to get even one card that's worth grading, maybe 2. That'd be kind of nice. But other than that, it's really not worth doing on new cards and even on old cards unless you're, getting cards that nobody else has, and it's kind of tough too. So, yeah, sending stuff to PSA for baseball and football has been notoriously more difficult for me than Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards, I open 5 packs and I'm almost guaranteed to get one card that's worth grading. Even one pack sometimes, it's just like the cards, like the ratio of the value to the number of cards there are is so good that I think that's why I keep saying Pokemon has better overall value. And I still believe that. If you want to make money in this, Pokemon is kind of the way to go. I mean, the ratios for your card pulls are just much, much higher. Which is crazy. I know it's when you first come in, you got to blast through and say hi to as many people as you can and make sure you're not missing anybody. I was watching somebody the other day that made a video complaining about how somebody didn't respond to him in the chat. And I was like, well, I mean, sometimes people don't see things correctly, or I don't know what it is, but it's not, I would never get mad about that. If you don't respond to me in a chat, it does not at all, in my mind, it's not a reflection of our friendship or relationship or anything like that. It's like, it is what it is, I guess. Just weird. Top chat ruins lives. If you let it, don't let it ruin lives. I was on top chat, my bad. You don't have to be upset. I think Paige is just pulling your chain. Yanking your chains. All right, Stash, if you'd like to come up, there is the link. I'd love to have you. As in YouTube lives. It shouldn't be that way either. I don't need to worry about YouTube. Look, I like YouTube. I think this is a fun experiment for me to, engage in. Ken F, what's going on, man? Good to see you. So I really like YouTube, and I like the community that it builds, and I think there's a lot of cool people on here. It's pretty fun. However, you guys know me as an image on a computer. That's really what I am. I'm an image on a screen to you. You've never met me in person. You don't know much about me at all. So, take everything on YouTube with a grain of salt a little bit, because, you don't really know. You never really know. I could be making all of this up. I'm actually a homeless person that's been filming from a library computer bank for the last several months. I've decorated it nicely to look like my home, but look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, Philip O is in the house. What's up, Stash? How you doing, man? It's good to see you, my dude. It's been a while. How
you doing all right?
Oh yeah, man. I've been doing great. Had a busy week, but it was fun.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, dude, you've today was your first day on in like a week.
Yeah,
streaming.
I've been working 6 on, 1 off for the last 4 weeks.
Man, that's brutal. Yeah, you can't keep up that streaming schedule either. That's why I didn't go live much this week either, because I just couldn't. That's why I always say I'm a figment of everyone's imagination, Elkanon. That's exactly right. I've known Stash for 3 months now, and all I really know is that he's an image on a screen. I've heard him through a phone a few times, but
this is true.
Never met the guy. It could all be BS.
I'm an enigma wrapped in an enigma, doused in roofies.
Yeah, I just think my larger point is like the YouTube community is something I like and I'm intrigued by, and I think it's been cool, but I'm still proceeding with caution, right? Because you're like, how well can you really know somebody from YouTube?
Just don't expect anything from them. And
I think that's probably best.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You can try to keep it, the cream always rises to the top. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. Yeah. I think that
people that matter will stick around, and the people who don't will fade into the, into the ether.
Yes, people fade off eventually, which I thought might happen with me. I was like, I don't know if I want to keep this up, but I love doing it. So
it's fun. I'll tell
that's
you what,
why I was like, of course
you can get caught up in some BS. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, dude.
I was the topic of a live stream the other day, and I was none too pleased about it. I can tell you that. God, I look haggard. Oh,
that's all right, dude. My beard doesn't grow here, apparently.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. People don't have content, and they decide to discuss me and how I interact with people, and
very odd.
It's not the first time. It's not the first time I've caught people doing it, and I was none too happy. But people have stopped restreaming my stream for their own content, so I'm pretty happy about that.
People are restreaming your stream. So I'll do that if it's a good video, like John's video or John's arcade video. I kind of want to throw on here because I wanted to show it.
A video is one thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that
you're not restreaming someone's live.
You're not like there.
Yeah.
Like, it's a play-by-play on a commentary. It was interesting. I enjoyed it.
Actually, there's only one other time I've done that where it has been live, and that was on Jaspy's because I had a break that I was in, and so I was like, oh, I'd like to watch it because I'm live right now, and I might as well watch it while I'm live. So that was kind of fun.
I mean, I can get a break. I mean, that's something that's going on that you're involved in. But
yeah.
When it's just a panel, like, just come on the panel if you want to chit-chat.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't have a really good setup for the chat. I have to look way over here.
Yeah, I kind of have it dual screen now. But Stream, that's the biggest complaint I have with StreamYards is that they don't have a good chat setup. But I think the other biggest complaint is I cannot connect my phone like you guys can. Every single time I go to connect it, it says that you need to shut down something on your phone because it's using your mic and camera, and so I shut everything down that is associated. It just is impossible. It's a whole thing.
Interesting. The only issue I have is when you're a guest, as I am now, there's no chat option. Like I click on the chat, but then I can't see you. I can't see how terrible my hair is. You know what I mean? I'm vain. Yeah. I got to see myself. I like to look at myself.
That's why we use this program called Windows, Microsoft Windows, and you can create separate windows for different things. So you have one window that can be StreamYards and another window that's YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not talented like that, man. I'll get there.
Yes,
but I'm not there yet.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm not there yet.
I think the thing I have not liked about these so much is that I often feel on the spot about stuff that I'm really not that interested in talking about, but it's kind of awkward. And I don't want to put people in that position on my channel. That's why I quit doing them. I was like, I don't want to be on other people's panels, especially if I don't know what's coming or what's happening. I'm like, I'll hold off on that.
Yeah, they're pretty freeform most of the time.
Right.
Just kind of wherever the conversation takes you.
Right. And I get that, this is more about baseball, football, Pokemon, whatever. But I let conversations go where they need to go. It's just that I will probably, more than those other panelists, would probably bring it back to topics of conversation that are relevant to what the topic is here, instead of getting off into what sex toys do you use. It just seems to be like that's like the question they want to know about everybody.
Whatever's got fresh batteries, right?
Yeah, I guess. My goodness.
Whatever's been cleaned most recently.
Yeah, John's asking. Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
I shared too much. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, me too. I can't ever run for office. Patreon said he featured me on his channel the other day. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Hopefully it was positive featuring.
Who did that?
Patreon.
Oh, he did? Good old pirate.
Patreon pirate. I like him. He's going to be excited about some of the cards I've sent into PSA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I keep saying I'm going to send it, and I just don't ever do it, man.
Well, dude, I keep complaining about this in chats, but it's true, man. I have 5 orders now into PSA. 5 orders, and they're all stuck on the grading phase 1. And they've been in for 80 days now. One of them was that Bats Down Acuna that I pulled for Isaac Flores. I was like, dude, he's been waiting on that thing for over 2 months now. Because he pulled it for my break, then it went in to get graded. Now it's got to wait. And it's been, my goodness, 80 days? That's way too long on grading. And they're supposed to give you like some voucher that like makes up for how many days, but you probably have to contact them for that. Make a whole case.
I don't know, man. I don't have any experience with them.
Yeah.
What is the typical turnaround for something when you send it in?
45 days is maximum. I usually get them back in about 3 weeks. So, I've only done about 5 orders to this point. My first 5 orders all came back in a decent amount of time. So I'm sure they're just busy. I'll get them all back at once. I'm sure one guy will go in there and be like, it's Christmas. Let's just grade. And like 10, which we can only hope. That's the only reason I care. See, that's why I think the grading is a racket, but it's a game you have to play if you want to make money. If you really want to, maximize the profit on your card, it's just the game you have to play, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Plus, it slabs the card, and that's what I really like. A slab card that's not going to get damaged for the future, and if it's graded, that's an extra bonus. It tells you what most people think it looks, how the quality is.
Because, it's all relative, though. I mean, even between graders, if you and I are both grading the same card, what are the chances that we're both going to grade it the same number?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Completely subjective, man. It's completely subjective.
So,
and I
it
like
is
the
what it
steps the PSA has taken because they have 3 different graders that it has to go through, right? And they're all independent and don't know what the previous grade was. So I like that they do that. So they have to go through 3 grading phases.
So it's being graded 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
Wow. And then what, they just average the grades across
Right.
the 3?
So I'm not positive how they do it, but I think after those 3, they average them and then take, the highest average of those 3.
Did you say that John put up his video of opening that Ty Cobb?
Yeah.
Man, I got to watch that.
I was asleep on it. I couldn't see him do it live because he did it live, I guess, and I missed it. But it looks just like the picture, but it's on this big cardboard. It's kind of cool.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I wish that it was like autoed though. Here, he just posted it again, but I wish it was autoed. Here, I should probably
let me open that in another tab. Thank you, John. I did something wrong.
When I checked, it was at 90 days and said it may take longer. I guarantee it's going to take longer than this because I was talking to somebody else. They had theirs in for 85 plus, and they still hadn't gotten them back. And it's really not a big deal to me. It just I guess it is. I'm complaining about it enough.
It is what it is. I mean, it's not going to get there any sooner, you know?
No, I think the problem is, when I get these PSA orders back is when I really do make the most money, is I throw all those cards on eBay and then boom, I get a ton of money that comes in. And so I've been kind of like waiting to try and get my money back from these orders. And I probably have, $4,000 worth of cards in there. So I'd like to get them graded.
You sent all in those big chunks. So that's a big investment at one time, not let alone buying it,
Yeah.
And send them all off together.
Well, I mean, think about it. 50 cards at even the $10 a card bulk is $500, so you better be willing to shell out $500 to get bulk pricing.
Start drawing what? I'm not drawing anything. You're crazy, man.
Look at this, 14 likes, only 13 watching. I always like that. When we have the ratio flipped, more likes than watchers. Thank you, friends. I appreciate y'all.
I hadn't even liked it yet. My bad.
Ooh. Me neither, actually. You can like your own videos. I don't know what that does.
You can, really?
Yeah. Oh, Gunner.
Man, I'm about to get a new
Gunner,
on it.
go. No. Jesus Christ, Gunner. What the heck, dude?
Look it on down. Oh, man.
What the heck?
That was awesome.
He comes tearing through here and just completely... Hey, get out of here. You're not doing that again. Go on. Yeah.
Mods should get a raise for the flipped ratio.
Yeah. Mods. Yeah, I'll give you a raise. What percentage do you want of a raise? Let's say 12. 12% on 0 is 0. So
yeah.
Nice.
You raise that wrench up off the end of his name.
Although what I do for my mods, so you know how you just put stuff aside to send to people every once in a while? I just do that for my mods now.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because I just can't send to everybody. There's so many people that have so many PCs and I can't send to everybody. So I'll just do it for my mods. And then if I know a special person out there, I'll do that too. Which I need to make more mods, by the way. I've started to make mods ever since we had that one mod issue. And it's been a month since we figured out that wasn't true.
I think at least 2/3 of my mods have asked to be modded or complained that they didn't have a wrench, and that's how they got a wrench.
I don't think anybody's complained in my channel.
I don't give them out, man.
Yeah,
I gave out a couple just so that people could post links, and then when I took them away, they got a little hissy.
Yeah.
So I just gave it back so they'd leave me alone.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So my Wix site, I was trying to give Dearman a refund just now. That's not happening again.
You just ruined my entire week. I hadn't thought of that name in at least 7 days.
Yeah, no offense to the kid, but I was not happy with that.
Conscience. What?
Saved me 3 spots in your break. Wow, we just sold 3 spots. El Kamam hooking us up.
Oh, yeah, I saw her say that earlier. Hi, El Kamam.
I missed that. I'm sorry, Okamom.
That was a while ago.
Was unaware. That takes us down to 17 spots left. So 17 spots in the break. This one's been tough to fill, man. I don't know if it's just these are very popular products or what.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I didn't even look at it.
Yeah. Well, I think this is probably a time of year issue more than anything. Nobody can afford anything right now.
Yeah. I bought that $80 Topps Gallery box.
Dude, so all right, I've opened two.
I've done in weeks.
I opened two. One of them in my break, and that's the only one that I got a colored, like a numbered to 25, I think, Max Muncy auto. That's a pretty decent card. Not bad, not great, but it's a low number. Okay, that was the best I have pulled out of there. That's the best.
I got a bunch of hot garbage.
Oh, that's unfortunately.
I got the same stuff that I've been seeing out of the clearance packs.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm never gonna buy anything with the clearance packs again. That's just silly.
Yeah, I mean, if you've had that luck out of just pulling blasters or pulling packs, pulling cards out of packs, then I would just do that because those. I have not found those worth it at all. And there's one of my breaks. Why I threw this into the break is because I was like, hey, I don't want to open another one. I'll just throw it in for free. It wasn't, priced into there. I threw an extra $100 worth of stuff into that break, and we're still not selling it, which is crazy. Free, by the way, but didn't increase the price. But like I said, it is the time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just never had this much trouble.
How much for the spots?
16.
Have the banner up?
16 a spot. Oh, did I pull it out? There we go. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, there you go. Now you got the creeper up.
But in fairness, that's okay. So this is what I've learned. Like I said during that.
Oh, it's football?
No, I have two of them. I have my Mega Baseball Mixer 6 and Mega Football number 1.
I see. You got both of them on there.
Yeah. But dude, I mean, doing that sorting and trying to find cards to send to PSA, like I was shocked to find out how few I could send. I mean, it was hard to get a 50 card submission together for baseball.
Why? Because they wouldn't be worth more than $20. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, because it didn't meet the or even the $10 threshold.
Yeah, it didn't meet your requirement for actually sending in.
And so I was like, my goodness, that's kind of crazy. I mean, for instance, this Austin Riley, right? It's patch numbered to 25.
Yeah, but it's that holiday.
Yeah, it's holiday. Sells for maybe $3. It's a very low number patch.
Yeah, but there's 800 patches in that set.
Yeah,
and they
but still $3. Yeah. I mean, look, it's numbered to 25, so you'd think. How often do I send submissions, Jaffa? That's a good question. I would say I send submissions I probably send 3 a month. Yeah.
All right, hold on now. Let me look at this mixer. What do you got here? You got Optic, sports cards. What is that? Oh, that's the Ty Cobb.
Yeah, the Ty Cobb card.
You got Topps Chrome, and is that gold label?
Yeah, Topps Gold Label Hobby, Topps Chrome Jumbo, and then not pictured is Topps Gallery and a blaster of Topps Update.
Oh, so you threw even more stuff in there.
Yeah, there's 2 more added on there that aren't even in the picture.
Jason, that Trout card was all right. It's like a $6 card. It ain't nothing special.
Where was that?
It's out of $250. But I'll tell you right now, if you go to eBay and you search just 2019 Gallery Trout of 250, he's got like 5 different cards that are all to 250. And then of course each one of those 5 has the variance to a smaller number. So when you're doing that many different options for a rare card, it kind of waters it down.
Well, I'm glad he didn't bug you anymore, Dragon Fan Tim, because that dude like wouldn't stop with me. Doesn't matter what I tell him.
It sounds like my daily life. I got a free card pack and I told him no, didn't bug me anymore. Who are y'all talking about?
Dearman. Let's not talk about him. All right, so I pulled this one the other day. This is a Mark Ingram autograph sensational signatures or something. Numbered to 15, right? Very low numbering.
Yeah.
$8. That's what it's going for. And he's a good running back.
That's more than I thought it would go for.
Yeah, it's a little so, but so me just looking at those prices and then looking at Pokemon prices, I was like, holy cow. Like, I can pull out of a Pokemon set a card that's going to go for $20, $25 out of, probably 4 packs. If I bought 4 packs, I could get a card that's going to be gradable.
It's different though, because those cards aren't people, right?
Oh, I'm not saying, yeah.
The value of a person can fluctuate from day to day.
Right. Absolutely.
Because these are mythical, thought up creatures. They are what they are today, right, tomorrow, next week.
And that is the game that football and baseball, any sport card adds, is that their value is directly related to their production on the field or court.
Look at any pitcher ever.
Exactly. So you're absolutely right about that. And that's why I think Pokemon may be a safer investment as far as, the predictability is a little higher. You really know what things are going to go for, and that's not going to change a whole lot. I think it's way more fun to collect baseball and football. Way more fun. However, the value of Pokemon, I'm convinced of it now. I'm just convinced.
Well, that's your bag, man.
Yeah.
You like to
I like money.
Yeah.
Maybe I like money too much.
I like money. I just,
I'm addicted to the entrepreneurship. You collect what?
I collect for fun.
That's how you should. Really. Yeah. You're going to collect, you have to collect for fun, or else what's the point?
Yeah. Well, after amassing a card collection in my youth, right? And we were obsessed with looking at the Beckett and constantly trying to value what the collection was. And it was all you heard when you were a kid was, you're going to take care of these and they're going to be worth. And right. I just, I'm not going to fall for that again.
Yeah, me neither. And I'm not going to teach my nieces and nephews the same thing.
Yeah. I like, and the rest of it, you guys can have it, man.
I think if my parents would have told me, keep it in good shape, but they didn't know what that meant, as far as long term. And what that means is, that thing has to be sleeved out of the pack. And if it's not, then it's not worth anything in the future.
When I was a kid, I thought I was protecting them by putting it in the pages. Yeah. And I go back and I look at my collection now, and I'm like, a third of them have a bent corner from where my dumbass shoved them in there in the first place.
Yeah, and we thought that's still fine. It wasn't a big deal. I didn't realize how much that affected value on cards. I had no clue.
Yeah.
But, if you're...
Beckett had 2 different prices in there. Nobody ever looked at the other price. No. It was always the top. Mine is worth $2 more than that.
Yeah.
Mine is perfect.
Yeah. We're all gamblers. We always want to tell our winnings, but not our losses.
It's just silly.
And I look back at a lot of the cards I collected back then. I'm like, oh my goodness, these would never pass muster at PSA or anywhere, so I can't send anything in, basically. Although I did find that one Derek Jeter, which was in pretty good condition, so I sent it in.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought. It could be 9. It's that good. I was surprised at how. No, Upper Deck, 89.
The SP?
No, not the SP. It was
just the Upper Deck.
I packaged it, or else I'd show you. But
I know which one. I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. You should see my 89 score set from childhood. It looks like somebody ran over it with a first set and did not take care of it at all. I understand.
Well,
go ahead.
The only set that I collected in a binder when I was younger was the 91 Fleer. The yellow set. I got to show you, actually.
It's not that wasn't a good thought there, buddy. I'll tell you, when I was a kid, man, I had all the Topps traded sets. And then some stuff happened, and I wound up not having those. And that really upset me for a long time. Now I don't really care. Because most of those sets aren't worth anything.
The whole thing, baby. The whole thing, 91 Fleer.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I was like, this is going to be worth something when I'm older.
Man, last time I was at my LCS, he's probably got 30 hobby boxes of that shit. sitting around for
Oh, whoa,
50 a
30?
pop, dude. Yes.
Holy cow.
Well, you're not gonna sell those at $15 a pop, dude.
Now, those are probably mint condition because I pulled them from a pack, put them straight into that thing. You know, they're in good shape, but boy, it's 91 Fleer. I could sell the entire set in mint condition for like, actually, I probably couldn't sell it. I don't think there's a buyer out there. If I had the complete set in mint condition, I doubt there's a buyer out there for it.
It would cost you more to ship it than it would
Yeah.
for what you'd make on it.
For sure.
Yeah. You'd lose money just in the time it would take you to pack it, to ship it.
Dude, you know what I just realized?
Huh.
I never got those Pokemon cards that I bought from Primate.
Really?
It's been like 2 months.
Well, I'm not, There was this one time at band camp.
Whatever, I'll move on.
This girl had a flute.
Yeah, I'm blind too, Dragon Fan 10. That's a brutal set. Just because of the pro versions inserts in each set.
Provision.
Yeah, that's probably true. Factor, the inserts actually didn't look terrible in 91 Fleer. However,
No.
the whole set was bad.
There were a bunch of really good inserts in the 90s. It was just that the base cards were such garbage most of the time.
The Diamond King Donruss, I love those, dude.
Always loved Diamond King. And then I think it was either Fleer or Score that had there's the Mike Greenwell with the green monster behind him. They were art inserts.
I haven't seen that one.
They're black. They look really slick. I could probably
black. I think I know what you're talking about. I actually do have one. Aha, right here.
I don't remember which set they're from, but I really love those. Let me see. Oh no, but I like those too. That's the All Stars.
No, these are 87 Fleer. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but those are good too. The white border insert set. There were 4 cards. They still sell for about $5 a set nowadays. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's not bad.
I could probably find it, but I don't care. Did you see the channel card earlier?
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Came out good, right?
Yeah, I like that a lot. You know what's funny is I just went through that set when I was doing my organizing, and I was like, this set, it's so odd because it's just like black and white, and it's just like kind of chunky. And then you come out with this card, and I was like, seriously, that set? But with your card, it actually looks pretty legit because yours.
I love 86 tops, dude. I know it's hideous. And
it's hideous, dude. It's hideous.
It's so difficult to get a 10 out of that because of the black border.
I imagine, dude.
Dude, I don't care. I love there's for some reason that set like the hideous red back on them.
Yeah.
I don't know everything about it, man. It just sticks and it's just stuck with me my whole life.
I think my 2 favorite are probably 85 tops, which I didn't have hardly any as a kid. I only like 85 tops from this year, really. It's like they got me back into it. I was like, dang, I really like this.
You can't go wrong with 85 tops.
Loved 85 tops.
Green bag.
Yeah.
That weird, slimy, disgusting green. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. And then the 93 tops I also love. And it probably because that was just the first Rockies year. And I just it's so nostalgic for me to see those cards. Because if I look at them objectively, they're not that great.
Yeah. I've probably opened more 93 tops than anything else in my life.
I like 93 tops.
That age where I was starting to make a little bit of money as a kid,
and
that's what was out. It was 93 tops.
Yeah,
and it was like, I'm buying it.
Yeah, no, I was buying all Pokemon. Well, I guess not in 93. Still 6 years.
Jaffa wants a spots update.
Oh, sorry, Jaffa. I think we're at 16.
And I'm gonna do a little shameless promotion here. It looks good. It came out good. It's not bad. Pretty happy with it.
Yeah, it'd be nice to fill. It'd be fun. Yeah, that's such a good card.
What's going to be great is next year, if you like 85 tops, just picture all those inserts coming out in the top sets next year, the throwbacks.
In the tops next year? Wouldn't they do 86 tops next year?
No, they did 84 this year. 85 is next year.
So, but the cards this year were those the 84?
Yeah, they're 84.
Yeah, 84 design.
It was 83 because it had the circle inset.
Right.
This year was 84.
Yeah, you're right.
The square inset.
Right.
Next year it'll be 85 with the little awkward banner.
Yeah.
gonna be so nice, dude. I'm gonna go nuts for those inserts.
Yeah, the 85. I probably have more 85 than most anything. The 80. I'm sorry, 86 than anything. 85. I have quite a bit. 84 is the one I have the fewest of. So when I said that earlier, I misspoke. I meant 84 is the one I have the fewest of.
Oh, okay.
But
I like 85, man. That Roger Clemens card, just man.
So that, those tubs, I got 3 tubs, and I don't know if you guys watched those tub series that I did, but I went back through and kind of organized a lot of those cards. But dude, I could not believe how much I pulled out of that tub series, like Hall of Famers and cards that were fairly big names. But I pulled a bunch of cards that were back in the 70s, and I have no cards from the 70s. Maybe one, I think, before this. So it was kind of exciting because I got a bunch of early 80s tops, which I don't have hardly anything of, and 70s cards, which are really cool vintage. Actually, I have a couple of them that were from the 60s, so I was able to go that far back, which that's cool because vintage, I got nothing, dude. I got nothing.
I got very little. Here, I'm going to show this real quick because someone wanted to know about that Mike Greenwell card.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You remember those?
Yep.
91 Fleer.
Okay, those are the 91 Fleer black borders. Yeah. Oh, dude, the Jose Canseco in that, the Ken Griffey.
Nolan
Ryan. Yeah, I remember those now. Holy cow, those were awesome.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I really like the throwback design. Austin Farmer said he loves the throwback design. I like them on newer cards. The older cards, I just don't like the stock very much, and they seem to break down over time, so they smell bad and blah, blah, blah.
No, but God, they feel so great.
It's true. It's true. They do.
Like when you open a brand new pack of like 84, 83 tops and you're thumbing through it and you hear that grit as you're going to the next card, there's something really...
You got to peel the gum off.
There's something really... I don't like the gum.
I don't like the gum either.
I don't like that, but that grit, that like when you're going to the next, I really love it.
I had no clue what gum would do in your mouth after it's been that old. And it just
powder
just turns to water. Yeah, like just disintegrates basically.
I tell everyone, don't eat the gum. You got to love yourself more.
Yeah.
Love yourself enough to not eat the goddamn gum.
All right, so I didn't eat this gum. By the way, this was gum I ate probably 15 or 20 years ago, but it had the same effect on my mouth. I didn't know what that was from. And then when people started describing it on YouTube later, I was like, oh, it was old gum. That's what it was. So I had no clue that it was old. That is cool.
Jason wants to know if you got the Rockies Topps 93 set. Do you have the complete set of the very first Rockies cards?
You don't want to ask me about 93 Rockies.
The real question is, do you have them all in gold?
I don't. No.
See, that would be cool. That would be cool if you had them all in gold.
So these are all the expansion draft. Obviously, it's page 1 through whatever. Look at that. Diamond Kings, David Need.
Yeah, those are Donruss, though.
Yeah, these are the Donruss ones. The Topps ones I have, and probably my other binder.
Topps did all the double players.
Yeah, here's the Stadium Club from 93 from Topps. That's Pacific 93. There's some 93 Topps, but not all of them. Yes, I do have the whole set. I just don't know where they are. I don't know if I have them bindered or boxed, to be honest with you.
Look, I'm going to put a call out to y'all right now. If y'all come across a gold 93 Topps Rockies card, send it to me or send it directly to Elkinar.
Yeah, man, that'd be legitski. I'd take that any day of the week.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't pulled my Rocky stuff out in a while from 93, so it's all boxed in the closet. But
yeah.
That's where I have all my complete sets. Those are all the sets that I collected from just random, cards that I'd buy and selectively put them in there. So, but I'd buy the team set every year from the stadium when I'd go to a game. So I'd always get the team set. So it's boxed probably.
When you get it though, now it's only Topps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
back in the day, you could get a Fleer team set or
a
Score team set.
Well, now back then, I would get 2 team sets generally. I would get the Topps Stadium Club at the stadium, and then I get Topps from whatever store.
Nice.
So get both the team sets. And I stopped that in about 2000, maybe earlier than that, 98. So I have a gap of Rockies cards that I've been trying to fill in during that time. And to be honest, guys, I love getting Rockies cards from you, but you might want to slow down on it because I haven't organized in a while. And I have 4 boxes of Colorado Rockies cards that you guys have sent me. I mean, you guys are the most awesome community of all time, but I got to go through these cards before you send me any more. Because
dude, that's why I tell people, read my PC, bro. Like, I don't need 500 Rob Deer cards.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I love you for thinking of me, but donate them to a kid or something.
Yeah,
good.
Man. And I'm going to do that. So if you guys haven't checked out, Dragon Fan Tim is doing a charity giveaway for kids to try and get kids back into collecting again. Now, it's something that I think is awesome, and I do see a lot of kids that are kind of interested in collecting. And if we're being completely honest, kids are only interested in stuff that we're interested in. If we think it's cool, they're going to think it's cool. And then they're going to go through their rebellious phase and tell us to go, screw ourselves, and they hate us. But they still think we're cool. So trust me. Get in on this. If you, Dragon Fan Tim, if you're still here and you want to post some information about it. But if you guys have any old commons or, cool cards, maybe, or whatever you got that you can get rid of that, isn't going to hurt your bank or your PC or whatever, go ahead and send it to Dragon Fan Tim and let him give away some cards for kids this Christmas. It'd be pretty awesome.
I'm not going to make it this Christmas, but next year for sure.
Yeah, no worries. I got a bunch to send. Ever since I went through these, you kind of figure out what it is you want to collect. I have a ton of tops from 87, 86. So you're like, okay, those are pretty decent. I might as well finish the set because I only need 4 cards or whatever. And then you find a Pinnacle set where you only bought 1 pack from. And so you're like, obviously, let's not go down that road.
Sort yours by like year and make?
So this is it depends on the size of the set, really.
Right, but I'm saying overall, when you look at what you have, is it broken down more so by what the maker of the card is, or is it about the team, or is it about the individual player?
All right, so when I label it by the maker of the card. So my box has tops. So I have one big box. It's a tops box, and that tops has all the years of tops that are in there, except the ones that I have a ton of cards from. So I pulled 86 tops out and put it in its own thing. And if I have the whole set of something, I pull it out. But, if it's not like, I'm not going to collect 83 tops. I'm just not going to do it. So I have 20 83 tops cards that are in there, and then I go chronologically. So I do have it tops chronological.
83 tops is a good year, bro.
It is. I kind of like the cards, but I'm not gonna collect them.
That's what I was wondering. See, all I have, I have the Hall of Famer binders, and then I have the players that I thought were really good when I was a kid binders, which I add some other players into that I think will potentially get into the Hall of Fame.
Right.
And then I have the top loaders.
Yeah.
So if it's not somebody I think somebody else is going to want, or it's not in my PC, it goes in a 5,000 count box.
Yeah.
And it does not get sorted.
Right.
It is good. God knows what's in there.
So I sort them all. And so even those 5,000 count boxes are sorted that way. And that's why I have them set up that way now. Because it's fairly, now that I have that organizer, it's pretty, now I don't have them sorted by number. I do with my Pokemon cards, by the way. My Pokemon cards are sorted by number, by set, by year. It's insane. And I didn't realize how much work that was and how few people were doing that until I went to that card shop in Colorado Springs and in Vegas. And the guy told me he did that. And I was like, your walls are lined with sets and all of them are by number. I couldn't believe it. That was insane.
Tim just posted the information. If you guys have stuff you want to donate, email Tim at that email address. He'll get you the information. It's a really good thing.
It's great.
And it's understandable if you can't get it done by this Christmas.
And I don't think it's a Christmas thing specifically. I think I threw that out there because it's Christmas time. So I think he's just doing it, to go forward with.
So y'all screenshot that. Make sure you save that information. Hell, just write Tim an email. Tim's a cool cat, man.
Yeah.
He's not a bad guy to chat with, so drop him an email.
So the other way that I sort it, now that I have them by tops or Donruss or whatever, but I do exactly what you say. I go through every single one, pull out my Hall of Famers, pull out rookies that I thought were gonna or I think were gonna be good, or that were good. I'm sorry, and then what do I do? Hall of Famers, rookies, and stars that I like. Boggs that didn't make it into the Hall of Fame. Well, Boggs did. I'm sorry.
Careful, buddy.
Like Piazza, he didn't make it in the Hall of Fame, did he?
Piazza's Hall of Famer too, bro. Believe it or not, they let the old.
All right, the Hall of Famers that didn't make it in, like Reggie Jackson. There we go. No, what's his name? Reggie Jackson made it in, didn't he?
How many more Hall of Famers are we gonna name?
Good night.
Dude, Lou Whitaker.
Bo Jackson. There we go. Bo Jackson. That's a perfect one.
Bo's never going to make it. He didn't play enough.
But he's a star, right? Jose Canseco didn't make it. He's a star.
There you go. That's a good example.
Big names. Reggie Jackson didn't make it? Was it not Reggie Jackson? What's the other Jackson? I have a whole page of him. It's not Reggie, but whatever. Anyway, so I pull out stars like that didn't make it, Hall of Famers. And here's the thing. I don't know a whole lot of Hall of Famers. I actually, when I was doing my Hall of Famer binder, I went and pulled up my, Wikipedia'd it and just kind of looked at the Hall of Famers that way. I have to learn a lot of these Hall of Famers. And so finding out some of the guys that weren't Hall of Famers and some of them that were was kind of surprising to me. And there's still a lot I got to learn.
Yeah. Well, there's still a lot of guys that, who knows who's going to get in.
How many get in every year?
If all you have to do is have a better career than Harold Baines now, there's 4 pages of guys that need to go in.
Yeah. I agree with that. This is going to bug me now, so I have to look it up. Darryl Strawberry, he never made it, right?
No, Strawberry didn't.
Reggie Smith, not Reggie Jackson. It's not a Jackson.
Reggie Smith.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be a star at the time. Pulled him out.
No.
Have a whole page for him.
Reggie Sanders, he was good.
Sammy Sosa, he's not a star. I have a page for Adrian Beltre. Could be. We'll see.
Beltre's a guaranteed Hall of Famer. People love him.
Yeah, I would assume that he would be a Hall of Famer. I think
I'm not personally a big fan of him, but I've looked at the numbers. He's in. He's going to get in.
Sandy Alomar. There's one that was a star, not a Hall of Famer.
Very, very good player.
Very good player, yes.
And a very nice guy.
Jacob deGrom. He's one I put a page for.
Yeah, I haven't set any of his aside.
Alex Rodriguez. Paul O'Neill. How about that one?
Yeah. He's a Yankee.
I think I like Paul O'Neill because of Seinfeld. Did you ever watch that episode?
Yeah, him and Danny Tartable.
No, that one was... maybe you're right.
The two Yankees that were on there.
Yeah, there was Paul O'Neill. Well, Paul O'Neill had to hit a couple of home runs for a kid that was sick. But then there was another one that Kramer got like spit on a
Yeah.
Who was that? Keith Hernandez. That's who it was.
Keith Hernandez. Yeah, but he was a bit.
Oh, that was so funny. Sosa is a dirty cheating liar, though. Aren't they all? He just got caught.
Liars.
Deion Sanders.
It would go a long way if he would just admit it. It really would. Tom T.
Juan
Mustachioed brethren.
I love Tom T's content, man. He's been opening stuff like crazy.
Really?
It's fun. It's fun to watch channels that have the ability financially to open stuff just constantly while they're talking. I wish I had the money to be able to do that, because that's what people want to see is us open cards.
Well, that's like classic, man. Classic cards. It's like he's got a never-ending treasure trove of crap to open. It's
insane. And that's why I think I might switch back to Pokemon, because it's much easier for me to do that with Pokemon than baseball. I spent $250 on baseball, and you get 5 packs with 3 cards a pack. I spend $250 on Pokemon, and I can spend 2 weeks opening that box. Those boxes.
You think A-Rod will get in? I don't know, man. I think Lou Whitaker deserves to be. I thought Lou Whitaker was a better ball player than Trammell was.
I don't think Larry Walker's going to get in.
Oh, he'll get in.
I don't think so, man. So
Dude, you gotta
when they
look at
did,
his numbers, bro. That dude he was legit for a long
that's
time.
fine. But this is his last year on the ballot, and he only got 49 or 47%, and you have to get 70 something. I mean,
Yeah, but it's a weak class this year.
I know. I'm just saying. I just don't
The
think
sure
it's going to
thing is
happen.
Jeter. That's it. He's gonna get in.
I hope so, because he'd be the first Rocky to get in. I'd be pumped, but we'll see.
I don't know. Expos fans will probably have something to say about it. He would probably go in as a Rocky, though, right?
My guess would be for sure. I mean, Expos is a much shorter career, and the Rockies is where he made his name for himself, really.
I don't know. He's pretty damn good when he was with the Expos.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, he had a longer career with the Rockies than I think he had a career that was probably more statistics-wise better.
Todd Helton is not a Hall of Famer, dude.
I think Todd Helton is. I disagree with you on that.
way.
Absolutely. Look at his numbers. Look at his average, his batting average, lifetime batting average. The only thing that he didn't excel in was stolen bases.
Well, nobody expected him to steal bases.
Right. It just wasn't going to happen. But he had a solid average. He had a better than solid average.
Hold on, I'm pulling his numbers.
Okay. Yeah, let's look at it.
BaseballReference.com, bro. Wow. He had a 316 batting average.
Yeah.
Only
Dude was no joke.
369 home runs, only 1,400 runs, 1,400 RBIs, only 2,500 hits.
Yeah, if he would have gotten the 3,000 hit club and the 500 home run club, then easily, yes.
Yeah, but he wasn't even close to either one of them.
No, he wasn't. I agree with you. But
And
his
he only
average
played
is
for
freaking
15 years.
almost untouchable in this modern day of baseball.
What?
His average.
I don't believe that. 316 is not that great.
Pretty good. You're
Over
never going to see a
300
hitter hit 400 again,
Sure, but
ever.
316, you're not looking at that guy. You're not building a lineup around that guy.
If that's what you're getting for a career, you are 100%.
I don't know.
That's a career average. It's pretty good.
I wonder what his bet. Hold on. Let me see what his highest average in a season was. Wow. He hit 372 in 2000.
He won the batting title that year, didn't he?
Man, he has 698 slugging.
I think the only reason he won't get in is because he played in Colorado.
He went on a 5-year tear.
Yeah.
Right around the peak of the steroid, not steroid era.
Yeah.
Where, we call them roids, but they were really doing everything, all the new stuff, growth hormone and all that good stuff.
And he probably wasn't above it because he got arrested for a DUI after he retired. So
I want to point this out, okay? The year before his 5-year stretch, he hits 320. The year after this is phenomenal 5-year stretch, he hits 320. And then plummets.
And when did that 5-year stretch end?
320, down to 264, down to 256. Like,
what year did that start going down?
The last big year was 04.
Oh, wow.
Which is right around when all the mandatory testing and all that stuff started coming in.
Interesting. I'm curious about that now. 07 was the first year that he got in and won playoff games and got to the series. It was the first time he'd ever gotten to the series. In fact, I think that's the first time he actually got into the playoffs because the Rockies hadn't been since 95. And he didn't start with them until 96 or 97.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. But
you
look,
remember what happened in that World Series.
Oh, we got absolutely slaughtered by Boston. But hey, can we be objective about it? I think that Boston was a better team. True. However, Rockies won 21 of 22 to get us there, and we swept the playoffs. So we had 8 days off before the World Series even started. So our momentum was completely gone after winning. I mean, I honestly think if we had a chance, if we would have started the series right after, a day or two after our last game.
The rest killed you.
Yeah, the rest was the worst. I could not believe it after that. Like, who sweeps the playoffs? Yeah, I don't. When's the last time that's happened?
I don't know.
That was crazy. That was an amazing run from the Rockies, and that was Helton's last chance, to really solidify any kind of chance at the Hall of Fame. If he would have won that, I think he had a chance, and if he would have broke both of those 500 club plus 3,000 hit, then for sure. His doubles is crazy though. His number, he almost had 600 doubles, I think. Yeah,
but
Austin
at that
Farmer said
rate,
592.
He would have had to play for 6 or 7 more years to break those plateaus.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there was any way he could have done it. Yeah.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
I think Rockies fans probably put a premium on it because we haven't had anybody in yet. That's probably why it's there so much.
Walker's the best bet.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I mean, nobody else even comes close until...
Well, Dante Bichette and Vinny Castilla both had good numbers, but were not Hall of Famers. But as far as competing for that position on that team or for Hall of Fame on that team, Andres Galarraga, maybe.
Big Cat, not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, not Hall of Fame. But those are the only other ones that even come close to giving competition.
Yeah, nobody's even close until you get into the newer years.
Right.
I mean,
and then you can, and you could have made a case for Tulowitzki until he went to Toronto. Completely ruined his career.
Was a very, very, very talented player.
He was amazing. But injuries plagued him. In Toronto, he just did not do what he needed to do there.
But other than him, you guys really haven't had anybody that is even worthy of contention.
No, Arenado is absolutely, I think, going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but he's still a kid.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
he could fall off next year and never talk about him again.
I mean, he's not much of a kid anymore. He's almost 30.
He's still a kid. What's he in his 5th year?
No, he's 6th year.
Oh, 1 year off.
Okay, but he came in a little bit later. I think he's 28 or 29.
Oh, okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm not putting him down as a hell of a ball player.
I mean, the dude's won a Gold Glove. He's 28, so he's won a Gold Glove every year he's been in the league. He's won 3 Silver Sluggers, or 2 Silver Sluggers and 3 Platinum Gloves.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rockies have never had a player like him, so he's definitely, if he stays anywhere close to this track, even if he falls off a little, he's definitely going to be on a Hall of Fame track. Tulo, no. I don't think there's anybody else that even comes close. But I that's why I'm so excited about Arenado, is if he stays with us. There's a lot of these trade rumors about him going to the Rangers, especially right now, but everybody forgets that Arenado has a 3-year no trade clause. And so he's the one who has to approve every trade. So even if the Rockies wanted to, he could say no.
Look, nobody wants to come to Dallas, dude. I'll tell you that right now.
Especially Arenado. He's from California. If he's going anywhere, it's going to be LA. He's going to be playing for the Angels or the Dodgers.
You think so?
Or maybe the Padres. Yeah, I mean, that's where he's from. He wants to go home. He's said that before in the past. But if he goes anywhere, my guess is he will stay with the Rockies.
We'll see.
Yeah.
How many spots are left?
16. 16 spots.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I wish we were filling it up quicker. And I know that you guys that threw your money out there have been sitting on it for a while, but we'll break it when we get there. And I'll be on more to sell it more than I have, because I haven't been really streaming as much as I should have.
I'm finally going to have some free time to do this soon.
Austin Farmer says, hope my Yankees re-sign DJ LeMahieu. Dude, that would be an unbelievably good re-sign. He might be too expensive, but however, I think that LeMahieu is malleable enough. Like, he's not the kind of guy that's searching for money more than anything, and he'll re-sign with you. He's amazing.
So?
Yeah, I think he will.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I would want to re-sign with a team that let me go, man. Like, I don't give a shit what you got in return. Like, I was there. I was probably one of your best players when I was there, and you let me go. I don't know. Can you
That's
go
a good
from
point.
the Rockies to the Yankees and
That's a
then
good
back
point.
to the Rockies and feel like you're not moving back in life? But,
Oh, no, I don't mean he's going to re-sign with the Rockies. I meant re-sign with the Yankees.
oh, yeah. No, they should sign him in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Especially since Didi's gone. Yeah.
I seriously think LeMahieu's one of their best players. He's got to be one or two of their top best players. And
his consistency, his ability to go in there every single day, and you can pretty much expect what you're going to get out of him, is
Yeah.
a big deal for them because they have quite a few players who are very hot and cold.
I agree, man.
You know, Judge will be on fire for a month and a half, and then he'll disappear. Stanton will do the same thing. Sanchez does the same thing. Torres is pretty consistent.
Yeah. Well, these AL teams that have hitters like that, the Judge and the Stantons, they all just end up becoming DHs that don't play. They have nothing else to their career other than they can hit the junk out of the ball, and it becomes Babe Ruth at the end of his career. And that's all he could do was hit home runs at the end of his career. In fairness, though, he kind of invented the home run as like a winning formula for teams. I mean, before that, home runs were kind of scarce, to be honest with you, in the MLB. And when Babe Ruth was like, I can't really do much else, he just started smacking the ball and saying, that's how I'll win it.
There's a very distinct point where the home run became something.
I honestly believe it's Babe Ruth that made it what it is today.
I want to say it was fairly early in his hitting career. After he made the transition from pitching to full-time hitting, it wasn't very long after that he took the record of all-time home runs because the record was ridiculously low. Yeah,
it wasn't a hard record to beat. And I don't think anybody had ever strategized like Ruth at the time that could be a way to win games, honestly, is just to hit the long ball. And he really just said, I'll take all of this other junk out of the game, all the defense out of the game and smack the thing, especially because at the end of his career, he wasn't nearly as fast, and that became literally his whole. But by the end of his career, the dude was. I'm amazed he could still be any kind of an athlete because he was eating so much crap food, drinking, smoking all the time, like at brothels constantly. Kind of surprised he.
Just imagine the STDs he had.
Yeah.
Let alone he was legitimately sick.
Yeah, that was funny.
The guy was amazing.
Yeah, he was still hitting 300 in his later.
See, now that's different. You show me a guy with a 342 who's hit all those benchmarks and shit. Then I look at like Todd Helton and I'm like, no, dude, that's not a Hall of Fame.
Well, let's be fair here. Like Todd Helton, Babe Ruth, those are not even comparables.
I'm just saying, like, that's my issue now with the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is not the greatest of the greats. It's you were moderately great or better.
Well, it would be the greatest of the great for that specific era.
But even then, Harold Baines was not great in any era. I'm sorry.
But if you compare him to every other player at his position during that era, and he's the best one. No. I'm just saying, you can't go a year without inducting people, can you?
Why not?
I agree. I think you should say, screw it. We're only going to put in the best of the best. We're not going to force people in that shouldn't be in there. I agree with that. Yeah. But you get a junk wax era like we went through, where you have great players that are few and far between. Then you're going to start inducting crap players. It's just going to happen.
Okay. Tim did the research. Hold on. Joe Connor was the player whom Babe Ruth succeeded as an all-time home run champion. He hit 138 home runs in his 18-year career.
Wow.
18-year career.
For 23 years, it stood.
Look, dude, Barry Bonds hit more than 138 home runs in 3 years.
2 years. Didn't he do 2 years that were 60?
70, and then he had 50. So, yeah.
Or 70 and 50 back to back. Yeah. That's like pretty close. That's pretty close. Dang.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Babe Ruth's record at the time, honestly, was really, for the time, shocking.
Yeah.
Because it was just like nobody had even come close to that. And he was just like.
Well, that's the beauty of most records, though, usually, is that they're shocking. The ones that get surpassed over and over again, like World's Fastest Man. Nobody cares about that.
No.
Because you're a tenth of a second away every year, and there's a new guy breaking it 4 times a year.
Well, I think, so there's a lot of arguments about how players would play today against players from back in the day. And I think Babe Ruth and those kinds of records show how ahead of their time they were, like
Yeah.
how good those guys were and how much they could compete in today's MLB. I think the rest of the league they're probably right about. But those guys that were standouts, the Ty Cobbs, the Babe Ruths, the Honus Wagners, I mean, those guys were freaking legit at the time. Lou Gehrig, Ted Williams, legit players, and they would be able to hold up today for sure.
Yeah. Those guys, when you look at those records from back then, they are major outliers.
Yeah.
Major outliers.
Right.
Like you have your group, and then you have those guys who are really good, who are above that little group. And then you have those weird little dots off of the edge that you think are like, cigarette ash or some salt, but no, those are those guys.
And I think that's just a testament to how far ahead of their time they were. I mean, my goodness.
So good.
Yeah. I'm only going to go another 15 minutes, I think, here, because if I don't break or if I don't fill it within 2 hours, then my 8 o'clock is my deadline to shut these things off, because there's other good content out there that we could be watching instead of sitting here.
I'm telling you. It's not on my channel. I promise you that.
Oh, for sure. Dude, look, I understand that there's – I think you better understand this if you're a YouTuber, that your stuff isn't for everyone. And you shouldn't be offended if people don't stick around. There's other stuff out there that's good, and maybe take it as a lesson, improve your content.
Let me tell you what, dude. I tell people all the time to go watch other people's stuff.
Yeah, me too.
It's far better than mine.
There's great stuff out there. But hey, we've lost a lot of watchers here in the last recent. I think people realize we're not going to break tonight, which that happens, dude. I wish I could break. I don't fill stuff as much as those big breakers do, and those guys, I don't want to be like those guys. I just want to have one break a week. That's a fun little break. I just think I need to bring the price down a little.
Yeah,
maybe
I don't know.
Do some smaller breaks. You don't do any breaks, so you don't have any insight into this. So never mind.
I buy into a fair number.
Yeah.
But I only buy from very particular people. You know that.
Yeah. My luck is kind of dried up here on my polls. You realize, you saw how great my polls were for that last month.
Well, that factors into it too. People. It's like when you're playing blackjack and you're losing. It's not you. It's not the cards.
Right.
Jack's dealing the cards.
Exactly. Yeah.
People are gonna find, and in reality, that has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? It's just a random box, random cards in it. But people will think that way. It is.
It's a placebo in my head too. That happens to everybody. It's just a natural thing. So
yeah.
Hobby, we got 16 spots left in the break, so we're about halfway through filling this sucker. We're getting there.
It is what you had more home runs in a season than every entire team did. Yeah. Babe Ruth was insane.
Yeah. That Ken Burns. Ken Burns on Amazon Prime, The History of Baseball.
Yeah.
So good. I'm in the middle of it right now.
It's difficult. The beginning is very difficult. Like the early years, it's hard to get through all that crap.
I don't know. I loved it because I just know. So, I've read a little, but I don't know much about those guys.
Really?
Yeah. Not as much as I should.
I've read quite a few biographies and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever read a biography.
That with a grain of salt, right?
Right.
But with baseball, it's so based in the numbers.
Yeah.
That you can still look at the numbers and know that, okay, there is some truth to what is being told here. Like this person was obviously good at it.
Right. I've read one biography, which is the Ty Cobb. And that's probably why I like the guy so much. Part
about that guy.
I think it's just because, like I said before, I've been the black sheep my whole life, and Ty Cobb was, the epitome of that in baseball. And if you look at the dude, he was a total jackass. The guy was not a nice individual. The reason why his career ended is because he ran into the stands and beat a crippled dude up for heckling him.
I shouldn't be laughing, but I am. I'm sorry.
And everybody because the crippled dude called him the N-word. And so the dude ran up there and beat him up, and everybody was like, go Ty. They were like all for it because that was the worst thing you could call a white man back then, I guess.
Oh my God.
How is it not the worst thing you could call a black person? But,
That's so terrible.
It was just wild. And the friendships he kept through life, which was kind of shocking, after he'd been so like on the field, just I'm going to win. And I don't care how I win. I'm going to win this game. And that's got to be what made him one of the best of all time. The first inducted in the Hall of Fame, the dude carried like a 380 something. It was a ridiculous average for his entire career. I can't remember how high it was.
He had the stolen base record for a long time.
He was an amazing, phenomenal player. Once again, far ahead of his years. But once again, the dude was he was admired and loved and absolutely hated. And it's just the dichotomy between the two just strikes me. It's fascinating.
Usually the greats, like those cutthroat lions, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it is.
I mean, look at Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth was considered probably the nicest guy in all of baseball. I mean, treated everybody that he was around with like utmost respect, except his wife. But everybody that was around him, they absolutely loved the dude. And he still did a lot of that stuff that Ty Cobb did, drank and smoked and went to bars and stuff, like kind of engaged in a similar lifestyle. But I mean, Babe Ruth was loved. It was very odd.
Yeah, but he was bigger than life, and he treated everybody really well because he didn't really care about any of them.
Right.
The dude notoriously could not remember people's names. Just called them whatever he wanted to call them.
Right. In fact, he called people. What did he call them? Kid or something like that, because he could never remember their name.
He didn't bother to remember their names.
Like even close friends and stuff.
For years. Guys who'd played with him for years would go to a different team and he'd see them and say, "Hey, it's nice to meet you."
You gotta wonder how that's possible, dude.
We were teammates for 6 years, babe.
You needed to go through one of those Michael Scott courses where they do the did you ever watch The Office?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so where Michael Scott does that like name association thing where it's like Bally B, you're bald Brad. That's it. Okay. You F because you're fatty Magoo, Margaret. You're Margaret. I love that. It's so funny.
Oh my god.
Oh, why don't you guys try it? But we all know each other's names already. 367 lifetime average for Ty Cobb. Woo! Jason Madison says 366. There is a little debate about that. I'm not sure why. But 4,189 hits. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, we ran into that one night. Isn't it 366 or 367?
Right.
There's controversy.
I looked up to, I think, 2 or 3 different sources, and all 3 of them were different.
Yeah. I go with Baseball Reference.
Yeah, that one I think said 367. Well, I can't be sure about that. I don't remember now. They tried to suspend Cobb for that, but the team said they won't play if you suspend him, so they let it go. Yeah, well, he was suspended for like 7 days or something like that, and that was the longest they could hold out before they let him back in.
I love Jason. Jason's like, "Good night, y'all," and then he keeps typing and typing and typing.
I know, right? Ty Cobb used to write all his fans back and send all. See, Ty Cobb was actually a fairly nice person to like his fans and most people.
As long as you weren't on the other team.
Exactly. On the other team or an opposing fan. And the other thing I respected about him is that he was honest. Like everybody else was lying about cleating people, and he was like, "Yeah, of course I cleat them. Like they're in my way. I'm going to throw my cleats at them," which I think is a D move. However, if you're not lying about it, you know what's coming, bro. He warned you.
I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah, me too.
Like, you can get on my team or you can get out of the way, stay over there in the stands. But if you're going to stand on the other side of me, good luck. Good luck.
Gunner, stop. You don't need to whine, bud. It's okay. Let's go, boy. Yeah. All right. Well, I think things are probably slowing down there. Probably
you're gonna shut it down.
Cut it off here. Yeah, that'd be about it for tonight, is my guess. I think this beard might have to come off, though, dude. Did I tell you that?
Why?
I got a new contract that it's going to be quite a few assisted living facilities, and I have to meet with the ownership group, and I kind of want to show up looking a little more professional than this.
Oh, dude, just put like a bunch of oil in it and like do the little twisties and stuff.
Yeah,
and break your hair back. You'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Just
maybe.
wear shades the whole time. They won't know what to make of you. You'll be
You know,
fine.
it's always, when you go in for your first meeting and somebody's entrusting you with, I don't know, $3 million of property, you're usually like, I got to present my best face.
Man, if you can't trust a bearded man with property, who can you trust in this world?
Who
guys?
can you trust?
You know what I mean?
Exactly, my friend. Exactly.
Telling you. Anyway,
Oh.
man, thanks for having me on.
Thanks
man.
for coming on, dude. I really appreciate it. It was my first panel, and I'm glad that you were my first guest on my first panel. Thank you so much. I'm very
humbled
honored.
and honored, my friend. I'm humbled and honored.
Yeah.
I will see y'all around the chats. Love
Awesome.
you, Kanan. Thank you much.
Thanks everybody for stopping by. Have a good weekend. We'll try and get this this break filled. Mega Baseball Mixer number 6 and Mega Football Mixer number 1. Mega Football is $38 a spot. Mega Baseball $16 a spot. $4 shipping for each. One's division team. The other one's random team. So check them out. I'll put the link in one more time if you guys have any interest. Please help us fill this sucker up. Oops, I guess I won't put the link in. There we go. And we'll try and break it on Sunday or something. Maybe next Friday if we can't fill it before then. All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And everyone have a good night. Peace out.